Good morning to my friends in YouTube world and in my own world too. Today is Monday, March the 8th, 2010. My, oh my, where does the time go? On Thursday of this week, I am going to be at the 3-month mark, which blows my mind. I never thought I would have had surgery, let alone be 3 months post-op. It really is mind-boggling at times for sure. I've had a fairly good week. Some of you may have noticed that I didn't post or send out emails that, and here comes the cat again, that I did my post last week. I just was in kind of a quiet mood, and have been actually, a good portion of the time. So if you didn't see last week's, feel free to go back, and otherwise, no big deal. Weight-wise, I weighed in this morning at 233.8. I'm thrilled. That's down 3.5 or so pounds from last week. That puts me almost at, well, I guess it puts me clearly at almost 65 pounds. I don't even know what to say. I feel great. I am starting to notice a difference in many more places, more than just with clothes. Sometimes in a picture, I was like, wow, is that me? I will do my measurements on Thursday for 3 months, and I likely will post probably that day. Water, still struggle somewhat with. I am trying to figure out flavors that I like. I'm not a juice drinker or even a flavored juice drinker, so I'm having a hard time. But I have found a sugar-free iced tea that I really like. However, it's from the States, and I haven't been able to find one here with a powder. I just took it was made a little package for 2 liters, and I took a baby spoon full of iced tea and put it in my 600 ml bottle. It was perfect. I would really, really like to get more of that. I've looked in every grocery store that I've been in, but so far I haven't been able to find it. So I'm working on the water still. Some days I get there and some days I don't. I took Benefiber for probably, I'm thinking about 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I can honestly say that I didn't see a difference at all. So I'm still dealing with the constipation. I did contact Dr. Graber's office, and they said to start using Laxaday, which is PEG 3350 without electrolytes. And it is actually the laxative that my son has been on for the last 5.5 years. How ironic is that? I've been taking it for 3 days, and no effect yet, but it can take up to a week or so to work. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully it will keep things going. I've been adding some fiber, trying to add more fluid, trying to add some exercise, and as a matter of fact, we walked twice this week for 3.7 kilometers. I went to a small town with a friend of mine, and we were on the go for like 9 hours. It was crazy. I couldn't actually believe it when I counted it up at the end of the day, and we spent a lot of time walking around downtown. I didn't get that sort of claustrophobic feeling I often do in little stores, which is the kind of stores we visited. I guess maybe because I have a bit more space. I'm not sure. Maybe because my breathing's better. That could be part of it as well. I don't feel quite as stuffed in, perhaps. Anyway, it was an interesting day. I had a lot of fun. A couple of the interesting things, we went for lunch, and I said to my husband, I said, even though we've eaten out already, each new experience is kind of brand new. This was a coffee shop. I've not gone to a coffee shop. Coffee shops usually have really good cookies, muffins, donuts. This particular one didn't have donuts, but it had sweets and a very basic menu, which in the past would have made me not even want to eat there. But things are much more basic. So I had a club wrap, with mayonnaise. So it had ham, chicken, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and cheese on a white wrap. Well, I haven't had white anything in a very long time. A few carbs, period, but white anything. It's kind of funny because I did take a couple bites with the bread, and it reminded me sort of putting my tongue in a bag of flour. Just not very good. And anyway. So I took the innards out of the wrap and ate those up, and it was lovely. Really, really good. Enjoyed it. Had a glass of water that I didn't drink, and we were on our way. And then later in the day, we sat down to have a coffee, and I asked them if they had, it was a place with lots of pastries, and I asked them if they had anything sugar-free, and the only thing they had was sugar-free chocolate, which isn't really what I felt like, or a croissant, which, again, wasn't worth the calories to me. So when we were at a health food store earlier, I had bought sort of a seasoned pumpkin seed, knowing that I was due to eat soon and needed a bit of protein. So I poured those on a napkin and had them with my coffee while my friend ate her nice big molasses cookie, and I had a bite about the size of my fingernail. And it was lovely, but I was satisfied. I was good. And then on we went, and then eventually we went for dinner, and we shared some things. Certainly one of my weaknesses at this particular restaurant, which was an Indian restaurant, is the naan bread, the garlic naan bread specifically. I ate more of that than I should have, but at the expense of eating less lentils, because we had 2 vegetarian dishes, as my friend is a vegetarian. And I only ate a small amount of rice, and then we had a black lentil dish and a yellow lentil dish, and both very light, almost soupy, but some great protein from the beans. And we had onion bhaji, which was great. I had one, and in the end I had another quarter or so. And it was great. I had a lot of fun. And you know, each time I do it, I feel better and stronger, which is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. We went for groceries yesterday. We went into our local, I guess, bigger town than where we live, and did some shopping and some errands, and it was so interesting. It was in the dollar store. We didn't buy chocolate bars. How can that be? And then we went to the bulk bar. Again, very basic things. Some different spice mix type things like snacks. And I got about maybe a quarter cup of corn nuts as a treat. And even the children got a little bit, and they were able to choose, and Joshua's had nuts in it, so I was really glad about that. And then I got raw cashews, which my friend had told me about raw almonds and how they're so much better for you, and I was a little leery with cashews because I tend to not be able to stop nearly as well as I would like with cashews. So anyway, the raw ones are excellent, much more flavorful, much more satisfying. I see I am at 8.5 minutes, and I only have 10 on YouTube, so I'm going to finish up shortly. Anyway, this week, I hope to get healthier. By doing that, by getting there, I will continue to work on my water. I will exercise. I would like to get on my Wii Fit a couple of times. I will try to keep a positive attitude, to support others, and to believe in myself. I will make wise choices and try to get in all the nutrients that I need and vitamins, and keep on the straight and narrow. To all of those people fighting this battle with me, great to have you along. It's a heck of a ride, and my seatbelt is fastened tight, but you know what? I no longer need a seatbelt extender. How cool is that? Have a wonderful week, my friends. Bye-bye.